Alright, welcome back to Flight Sim 2020. It's been a while since I've flown the Fly-by-wire A320NX, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. It's a lovely day here in Johannesburg. We're at Tambo International and we're on stand Charlie 1, and we're going to be taking the A320 up to Victoria Falls. Of course, today we will be flying with FS2Crew as well. So let's go ahead and get FS2Crew to start our pre-flight events. Right, so our first officer is going to go ahead and start getting things connected up. Now that does trigger the jetway, but because it was already connected, it actually disconnects because it's just a toggle. So we'll go and get that back quickly. Right, so here's starting to bring things online. That's great. So what we're going to do is go ahead and sort out our weight and balance. So our SimBrief flight plan is already loaded for today. So we are going from Joburg up to Vic Falls. And because we're flying the fly-by-wire, we can just load the fuel from our SimBrief plan and get that loading, and same with all of our passengers and cargo, so all of our payload, and we can go ahead and start boarding passengers and loading cargo. Right, while that's happening, I'm just going to set some brightness here for my displays. Cool, we're going to come to the overhead now, and we will do our Addons, and the fuel's going to take a while. Well, it actually might be done already, about a minute to go, and then we can turn on the fuel pumps. What else do we need here? That's all good. That's checked. It's checked. That's checked. That's on. APU is starting up. Turn on the nose working, and this emergency exit lights.
Okay,
will come to the
I'm out
seatbelts.
for the walk around.
Once the people are boarded, he's out for the walk around, and again, fuel pumps we can turn on once the refueling is fully complete. So we can then come down here, start setting up. So let's see if we can just request this from SimBrief. That looks good. Custom X5 flight level 340. We can come here and double check those. Block fuel today is 7, we'll put 7.0. Actually, we can just put in 7. This should all populate now. Our departure runway for today . Oh, this is in a different format. Okay. So 03 left, which makes sense, and Nissan 1 Alpha. And we can clear that and go direct from Nissan to MVP. Then arriving runway 30 with no star. No ILS for 30. Going to be interesting, something a little bit different. Right, then let's come over here. So let's do flaps 2 for takeoff. 40 degrees. so that's it. I think we're probably done with fueling now at this point. Yes. Let's turn on all of our fuel pumps. This guy over, H1020, go to constraint, and we'll dial this all the way up to our cruise altitude of 34,000. That's all set for now. Everything else looks good at the moment. We can dial this in. Let me actually, before I start messing with any of this, check that this, I don't know why this turns itself on all the time, but at least I remembered for once. Oh right, I need to clear. Okay, that's set. That doesn't work. Right, so it is a nice late afternoon here. We should be landing.
Hi, I'm back. No
just
issues
before
on the walk
sunset, if I remember correctly. The walk around is done, and that's all checked. So first officer is going to start with his flow now. While he's doing that, let's head over and we can have a look at some of our charts. So there we have our airport chart for today. So we are here, we're stand Charlie 1, and it's a nice short flight today. If I come back here, it is this show of flight time, that's alternate. We should have it here somewhere. So about an hour and 20 minutes. $20 for taxi. We're definitely not going to taxi for 20 minutes. So a fairly short flight, just over an hour. And so because of that, we are nice and light, only 7 tons of fuel on today. So we're actually going to do an intersection departure. It's quite normal, and we'll depart here at Lima. Lima departure for runway 3 left, which makes this probably the easiest taxi ever. Is we're going to push and start, well, push to face right. So push to face east, and then taxi straight. Nice and quick. We'll take off checklists and all of that done.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight
and we'll
deck,
take off
on behalf
from
of myself, your
Lima.
captain, the first officer and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of the Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having to board this flight. If there's anything we do to make this flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Okay,
Hi,
very
the
simple
security and
departure as
safety
well.
checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, very simple departure as well. So runway heading to 8 DME from Juliet Sierra Victor, and then direct to Nissan, and that is what we've got programmed in there as well. So we can see out to 8 DME and direct to Nissan, so that's all good. Are you ready for the takeoff briefing?
Ready.
Okay, so for today's taxi and takeoff, so actually for our departure, again, very simple taxi. We're going to push to face east and then taxi directly on Lima, hold short runway 3 left, and we will perform an intersection departure from 03 left. SID is very simple as well. So, again, runway heading out to 8 DME GSV. Then from there, direct to Nissan, and that is checked in the MCDU, and all is correct. Our departure today, B1 122, rotate 123, B2 127, transition altitude 8,000 feet, and it will be a flaps 2 takeoff, and we're climbing straight up to our cruise altitude. Any questions?
No questions.
Right, again, it's a beautiful day for flying today. Nice and hot outside. What is our outside temperature? It must be close to 30, 28. No weather to contend with. We might be flying over a little bit of weather, as there does seem to be some weather systems rolling in the north of South Africa and into Botswana and Zimbabwe, so we might fly over some, but everything looks pretty clear at the airport itself. So let's have a look here. 32 degrees, QNH 1012. And winds variable at 5 knots, cav okay, nothing in terms of clouds. Again, nice and hot, and nice clear weather for flying today. Right, so we're pretty much just waiting for passengers to board, and then we are good to go. Right, so what I can do is we can jump out here and get our pushback set up and ready to go. A little indicator on. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We can maybe bring it down a little bit. So that looks pretty good. A couple minutes left until our passengers are finished boarding. We've been through our charts and everything looks good. So let's go through the before start checklist solo. Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto. On and auto.
ADOs.
Have.
Fuel quantity.
7,000 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrow ref.
1020 set.
1020
Have a good flight. See you later.
set. Down to the line.
Yeah, so that was Pushback Express disconnecting for some reason. I think it must have picked up something that I said not to Pushback Express, so we'll just get that back. So we'll continue the before start checklist below the line once everyone's done boarding. What are the chances that this has kept my settings? And let's see if I can remember what I had. That'll work.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Please place your smaller items under the seat in front of
Thanks.
you to
Let me know
provide
if you
more
need
room for
anything.
larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any items in this cabin,
We will be ready
please
shortly.
bring it to the boarding door.
Roger.
We will check it for you. Also review the safety instruction in your seat pocket. If you're seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Are you sure about that? Thrust levers.
Idle.
Flight
Parking
attendants, arm
brake.
doors, and cross-check.
Set.
Before start checklist complete.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
You're ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Once again, we'd like to welcome you on board. Your safety is our top priority, so we appreciate a few minutes of your attention while we demonstrate the safety
Released.
of this aircraft.
Pushing
Along
back.
with safety information card in your seat back pocket. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the flat metal edge into the buckle and pull on the straps tight. To release, just lift the top flap of the buckle. Please keep your seatbelt back at low and tight across your lap, even with the seatbelt sign is off, and have it visible to the crew at all times.
You are cleared behind a start your engines at your discretion.
Starting engine 2.
Check.
Wrap the strap around your waist. Secure the buckle and pull the straps tight.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. This is your purser speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on board this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, the lighted information signs and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flaps on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the
Pushback
nearest
complete. Set the parking brakes,
exit to you
please.
and note that the nearest exit may be
Brakes
behind
set.
you.
Roger.
In an
Okay, the tow
emergency,
bar is
like
disconnected and the
delivery
equipment is
vehicle.
clear. We will
The
see you on the
cabin
left
is
side of the pit.
If there
It's
is
a
a loss
disconnect.
of cabin pressure, a
Thanks.
panel will
Have a good
open
flight.
and
See you later.
oxygen mask
Starting
will
engine 1.
appear.
Check.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with a mask. Place the elastic band around
Okay,
your
so we're
head
just waiting
and
for
tighten by pulling on
number
the
1
end.
to start.
Secure your
Once we're
own
done with
mask
that, we
before
need to
assisting
set
others.
the engine
Your
mode
life
selected to
jacket is
normal, turn off the
located under your
APU.
seat.
We don't need
Tighten
anti-ice
the
today, so we
strap,
can leave
and
that
once
off.
outside the aircraft, pull on the tabs
Then
to
we're ready for
inflate
the
your
after start
jacket.
checklist.
If the jacket fails to inflate, use the tube placed near the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that will automatically illuminate in water. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or in the lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located over your head. Thank you very much for your attention.
And there we go, engine 1 is stable. After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
0.5 set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Flight controls check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full right. Full left. Neutral.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Full takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Config 2.
Config 2. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
Flexing 40 degrees.
V1, 1, 2, 2, VR, 1, 2, 3, V2, 1, 2, 7, flex temp, 40 degrees, ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line. Approach path, clear of traffic. Takeoff runway.
There are 3 left confirmed.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
ARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Ready?
Ready.
Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set.
And flex. SRS runway auto thrust blue.
100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Pilot 1 on.
Gear up.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
set standard.
Standard, cross-checked, passing flight level 084. Now, flaps 0.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear,
Up.
flaps,
Corrected.
packs,
On.
down to the line. Baro ref,
And it's it.
standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Clear red nav.
Okay.
Seat belts off. Alright, so there we have it. Climbing our way out of Johannesburg. We're actually about to pass over Pretoria. That's Waterkloof Air Force Base in front of us. City of Pretoria over there. And Swartkorps Air Force Base is over there. This is all Pretoria here. So, powering our way out of Joburg or Victoria Falls. Right, so at this point, we're just going to climb up to our cruise altitude, cruise onto Vic Falls, and so I will see you guys when it's time to prepare for our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and the beverage choices available.
Right, it's about time to start our descent and setting things up for that. So actually we're a little late here. We need to start descending now anyway, so let's dial this down. We're going to 5,000. We'll get that started as long as we finish our descent prep by 15,000. You have control.
I have control.
Okay, so let's have a look here. We are doing the VOR DME approach for runway 30. That right? Why does that sound right? No, it is right. Okay. So down to 5,000. This is very simple. So we should be going to this waypoint here, FA005. Is that what's happening? Yes. I mean, that's going to bring us straight in. There's no ILS. It's just the VOR. So we'll do 3 degrees from there down to 3,830. Let's put in our destination information, which I can find here somewhere. Right, so what information does it want? QNH 1021? Oh, 1012. Temperature 2132. Okay, winds 110 at 7. Decision altitude barometric is 3830. Right, so that's set. We are probably going to need a bit of speed brakes here because we started our descent a little late, so we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. Right, so we're going to aim to be at 5,000 feet here at FA005, and then at 004 we start our 3 degree glide slope down to the runway. So I think what we'll do is we'll set on the MCP 3,800 and just engage a 3 degree slope when we get to that point, 97 degrees. So what we want to do is we also want to come in here and dial in 116.7. And actually we want 297 is the course on 16.7. Huh. Oh. 16.7 there, 297. Yeah, that's the ID, it's not the course. Alright, that's better. So once we get down there, we can still enable the localizer as usual, and that will take us down to radio here. Our descent is looking a little slow. Let's put in some speed brake. Speed that up a bit. much here for landing calculation. That is wrong. So it's updated now. It's now 110 at 7. It's 32. That's correct. What's this? 2. And 7.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
Our approach speed today is wrong button. 2-1. How can't I calculate? What am I missing? Oh, runway elevation. In fact, if we go here, I think it's somewhere in here. Oh, this is the other format that I don't know too well. Yeah, let's just go here. And we can put in 3472. 472. I still can't calculate. What am I missing? Oh, runway LDA. What is that? Oh, landing distance available. Oh, we just need the length of the runway, I suppose. So we're gonna have to go here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. 13123. Ah, there we go. Now we can calculate. So we're definitely going to use auto brake low. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Ready.
Any questions?
No questions.
I have control.
You have control.
Okay, we're back in control. Descent checklist. Right, we're passing through 10,000 feet now. Speed brakes are still out. And we've got 23 miles to descend 5,000 feet, so we'll bring the speed brakes
arriving
up.
at our destination shortly. If you're making a connecting flight, please see the customer
Okay,
service
so
agent meeting this flight.
we've got
Or the video
13,000
monitors
feet
inside the
available.
terminal for connecting
With
gates
auto brake low, we're only going to
For your
use about
continued safety,
9,300
flight
feet.
attendants will now walk through the
Obviously,
cabin
we have
to secure it for
reverse
landing.
as well.
We'll collect any off-service items,
So that's all
newspapers,
good.
and any other items that you wish to discard or may not be taken off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation
So
for
we're landing
landing,
runway
please turn
30,
off
so
all
we're
electronic
probably
devices.
going to...
Stow these devices within
Go
all
back
other
here.
carry-on items. Please use caution.
This is the one thing I
when
don't
opening the
understand.
bin, as
Like,
items may have shifted
these
during our flight.
charts, there
Please stow
must
your
be a
tray
way to
tables
tell
and return
the
your seats to
distance
the
of
upright
each
position to
taxiway.
ensure security of your seatbelt. We'll be landing shortly. Thank you.
Because I'd like to know, is that less than 9,300 feet? I think it is. So let's go auto brake medium. That'll get us to be able to turn off at Alpha 2. See, but there must be a way to tell the distance from the touchdown zone or from the threshold for each taxiway, and that's something I've never been able to find. Yeah, let's dial in our QNH 1012. QNH 1012 set. QNH 1012 set.
1012 set. Passing 6,600. Now.
Okay, we should easily be at 5,000 feet for that waypoint, so that's very chilled. Next thing is to start getting flaps out, gear down, and approach checklist, set up for landing, and then landing checklist. So looking pretty good to go here.
1,000 to go.
Oh, chart to display. Oh, it's just still loading. Yeah, so it's 7 DME, which is FA004. We start our 3-degree descent. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
$2,500.
Radar altimeter alive.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is arm our localizer. But right, we're not actually picking it up yet. This guy on, although we're not really using the ILS actually, so we don't need that. We are picking it up though. Or are we? No, I don't think we are yet. Okay, we'll dial this down to 3,800 and set this over so that we can dial in a 3-degree descent. Start bringing the speed down. There's the airport over there. Flaps 2.
Speed checked.
Gear down. Yeah, our localizer
Flaps
isn't working, so I've obviously done something wrong here. I can't gauge that for some reason.
Gear down.
Let's activate our approach phase. manage speed. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Biased.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Medium.
ECAM memo.
Landing nobly.
Landing checklist complete.
At altitude 5,000. Very low on the approach here, which is not great. Let's see if we can try and fix it.
500.
Still a little low. There's our second puppy light.
100 above. Minimum
Continue.
Checked.
300. $200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Spoilers. No reverse. Engine 1 and 2. Decel. $70 knots.
Okay, so for some reason my reverse disconnected, so we didn't make the taxiway I hope to make because we started accelerating again, which is interesting. Now we got the long rollout all the way to the end. Right, first officer should
Ladies
start
and
cleaning
gentlemen,
up,
this is
flaps
the
are up.
conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned
After
off
landing
the seatbelt
checklist.
sign and the aircraft is
Flaps.
parked safely.
Set.
This will be your
Spoilers.
indication that it is safe to move around the cabin,
APU.
gather your belongings
Start.
and disembark.
Radar.
We'd like to thank you for
Off.
flying with us today. We
Predictive
appreciate your
wind shear
business and we hope
system.
to see you once
Off.
again on a future flight. Thank you.
After landing checklist complete.
Love how the windsock is saying the wind is the exact opposite for the runway that we landed on, so... I wonder why we were given this runway then. There's actually an ILS for the other runway. Did land very deep, but that might be half the reason for that. The other half just being that I'm bad. I haven't flown the Airbus for close to a year. So I'm gonna have to go and check out my assignment for reverse. It didn't work. Maybe something has changed. There's been a lot of updates to this aircraft. So it might just be that something's changed that I'm not aware of, or if my throttle setup is not correct or something. Right, so we're going all the way down to Charlie Apron International Terminal, which is on the other side. Actually, let's go here. Otherwise, welcome to Victoria Falls. One hour and 20 minutes in the air, which is pretty amazing because the prediction on SimBrief was 1 hour 90. We'll take Charlie 27. So that's the international terminal. On that side, we're going to the middle gate. These are big gates. Taking the middle one. Taxi light off. Okay, so once we've parked up, Our taxi lights already off. Set the parking brake. Turn off the engines. Oh geez, there's a fuel tanker in our... coming this way. Is he actually waving to me, or no, he's just... Okay, so parking brake. Let's shut down engines 1 and 2. And we can turn off the beacon light and the seatbelt sign.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
The doors are verified.
Checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Set and checked.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Okay, significantly over the line. Got to do some more practice in the A320. But anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of this video. Welcome to Victoria Falls. Okay, I was right. We did land just before the sun starts setting. Nice little airport here. Obviously, the major attraction is the actual Victoria Falls, which we should hopefully be seeing shortly on the channel, as I do have the scenery for that, for the waterfall and all of that as well. So I'm very keen to show that to you guys. I've had lots of fun flying around that in helicopters and doing some bush plane flying as well. So this is going to serve as a base for getting into those little airports around the falls itself. But anyway, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do down below, and I will see you in the next one.